guys, it's Catherine, and I thought I would do my last post for 2017, so the last post of Vlogmas, and do a bit of a catch up. I've got a bit of footage at the end, a few little bits out and about over this last Christmas week for you to have a look at the end of this. But I thought I'd do a few stats with you, and just a couple of books mentioned that I've been reading recently, and then we're all ready set for the new year and new challenges. I'm going to have a go at the Pop Sugar Challenge this year. Well, this year we'll say 2018 tomorrow. I've never done it before, and I know my friend Kerry Ann, she mentioned she was doing it. So yeah, I'm going to give that a go. And the other thing that I'm going to do is try and get through more of my books on my bookshelves that I haven't read. I think because I've been doing going through the cubes of my bookshelves and showing you what books I've got, made me realise, I thought, oh, I can't remember buying that, I didn't know I'd got that, and I'm sure many of us are the same. So yeah, I need to be getting through those, and if I don't read them, they need to be offed out. So, few stats for you. I read 142 books in 2017, and I've split that down into star ratings. So out of those, 35 were 5-star, 48 were 4-star, 39 were 3-star, obviously 3-star, 3.5, all in within that range, 8 2-star, 3 1 2 even 2 1-star, and 10 DNFs. So it's interesting to see that we've got 35 and 39, 5 stars 35, 3 stars 39. So, you know, either exceptional that I've given them 3 stars, or pretty average, 48 4 stars. So it's quite interesting to see the stats of you know, my star ratings for this year. And I think my challenge on Goodreads was 85 books, and I read 142, so I'm dead chuffed with that. I'm going to set it at 100, I think. We'll set the clocks on Goodreads tomorrow. I'm going to set it at 100. It doesn't matter, does it? It's a bit of fun, and it gives you a bit of an idea what you're reading, and you know, you can split it into genres and all sorts of different stats you can get from that. So yeah, dead chuffed with that. And just a couple of things that I've been reading the last few weeks. Box of Delights. This is David's book. I got him last Christmas. John Masefield. You'll have heard me talk about this. This is one of David's favourite books of all time. He rereads it every Christmas. Around his birthday time. His birthday is the 16th, and so this year I bought him the BBC audio adaptation of it, and we've listened to that and I've enjoyed it. He's already got the film CDs of the film adaptation. He's had those a while, but we've watched those as well. And this is the first time that I've read it. I've enjoyed it. I gave it 3.5 stars. I found it a little confusing at times. There's quite a lot of magic in there, moving into different time frames. It's based in the 1930s, and it's got this lovely old-fashioned feel about it. You know, the children have got the freedom, roam free, all the things that it was safe to do, or, you know, even going back to the 60s and 70s when I was growing up, you know, we used to be gone for hours wandering around with, you know, not quite the same now. So it just got this a bit tally-ho, hey what feel to it that I like. I enjoyed it. I think, as David says, you get more from it the more you read, and you get a greater understanding of every little nuance about it the more you read it. But the audio book was great. I enjoyed that, and Donald Sinden was one of the main characters in there, and I just love his voice. He's just got a, as soon as you hear his voice, you know it's him. It's one of those. Next, Trail of Broken Wings. Sejal Badani. Now, look, you can see I've got a few things in there that I've loved. 5-star read for me. This was brilliant. One of the daughters, her father's seriously ill in hospital in a coma, and she left the family home for whatever reasons years and years ago, and she's been asked to come back. There are 3 daughters and the mother that are still alive, and it's fantastic. It's a great look at domestic violence. It shows how different members of the family are affected differently from, you know, domestic violence and abuse in the home, how they all grow up and how that experience in childhood has affected how they've grown up as adults, and the fears and the really the things that they don't live their lives to their fullest because of all the crap they've had to put up with within this situation. The writing was beautiful. I think it was very heartfelt, a very emotional book, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. Very much so. So yeah, that's Trail of Broken Wings. Another one I've just read recently, The Mother, Yvette Edwards. This was one that I think I picked up, I'd hauled. I think it was one from the Book People, I think. You know, we had to buy, you bought so many, 6 for a tenner or whatever. And I'd got the books I wanted, and I think I made the rest up with this, and I'm so glad that I did. I've just read this last week, and goodness me, you know, it tugs on the heartstrings. Any mother reading this, you know, will think, there for the grace of God go I, and can really feel the emotional roller coaster that this mother goes through. Her son was stabbed to death, and they've now got somebody on trial for this murder, and she's going to attend the trial, and all the emotions she's going through, the emotions how her husband's dealing with the son's death differently. And there's a lot to do with gang culture in here, and how youngsters get dragged in. Innocent people get dragged in the wrong place at the wrong time because of gang culture, or people get dragged into being a part of a gang when they don't really want to be. And it's quite scary. You know, this is in the here and now. This is Britain 2017-18, and you know, gangland crime is on the increase. The other amazing book I read this year was called The Orange Boy. Yeah, and that's about gang crime, gang culture, how you get youngsters get dragged in. That was another 5-star read for me, so excellent. But this, you know, as a mother of 2 lads in the 20s, and you know, I'm not saying that people that haven't got children won't enjoy this. They will, because it's, you know, there's a lot about gang culture and just emotions really, and emotional times we all have to go through, good and bad. Yeah, well worth a read. The Mother. Coming up tomorrow, starting up tomorrow, The Railway Detective, Book 1, Edward Marston. I'm going to be buddy reading this with Cheryl, my lovely friend over in Canada, from CR Flames fan. As you know, we've got quite a few series of Edward Marston's, and I particularly love the Homeland Detective series, and I've not read any of the Railway Detectives. David loves them, but then he's, you know, he has got a great interest in the railways. He did his dissertation for his civil engineering on the railway, that Great Central Railway in Nottinghamshire, Leicestershire. So we'll see how I feel about this. So yeah, that'd be nice to do another lovely buddy read. We usually do Agatha Christie books, but yeah, we thought we'd have a change this month. and yeah, I've got that ready. Just read a few pages, ready for that. Just want to show you this. I got David this for his birthday. I don't know if everybody's seen it. I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Where's Kiosk Keith? I know this is on the theme of Where's Wally, and I'm sure everybody's seen the Where's Wally books. And for example, this is oh crikey, I've forgotten what it's called. People that don't watch I'm a Celebrity won't know. It's the thing at the end where they all rush down. Cyclone, yeah, Cyclone, and you've got to find Kiosk Key. Oh, and it just makes you chuckle. There's all sorts of facts and figures in about, you know, past few series of I'm a Celebrity, and we just watch it. It's a bit, you know, bit of fun, bit of escapism. Yeah, it's reality TV, and we don't watch all reality TV, but you know, it's again another one where you've got to find Where's Kiosk Keith. And for those that do watch it, however, he keeps his face straight. I don't know. I mean, this year they've tried everything to try and make him laugh. You know, trying to chat him up, trying to say daft things to him, and he just keeps this straight face. It's just hilarious. So yeah, thought I'd show you that in case anybody is a fan of I'm a Celebrity and not seen it. And finally, from David for Christmas, the 3rd edition of the Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, illustrated edition. Beautiful. You see, I love illustrated books anyway. They're just one of my favourite things. And look at this with the cat. I've got 3 now. This one's come out this year, and as you know, I've only read 3 of Harry Potter books. Sacrilege, some of you'll say. So I need to crack on. I read them when they first came out with Adam and Joe, and then after that they set off and read the rest of the series themselves. So I never continued, and for me this is a lovely journey, reading them through through the illustrated versions. This has been on, I think, over the Christmas here in the UK. They've rerun all the films, one a day or something like that, so we watched some of this. I just think it's hilarious. I love this bus. I think it's so funny when he gets on this bus and there's that guy that can hardly see that's driving it, and it's just comical. That's my favourite bit of it. I started to think the film was a bit dark. I didn't like the Dementors, and I remember going to see the film with the lads, with my boys when they were younger, and I can remember chuntering to myself, and I remember saying, oh, I don't think we should, oh, I don't think this is like the other 2 films. It's a bit dark. It's getting a bit dark now. You know, it's going to be scaring them. They're going to be having nightmares. And of course the lads there, oh yeah, and they're riveted and thought it was marvellous. It's me there that's like this, behind me Cardi, thinking, oh, I don't like them Dementors. So yeah, a little bit about what's been going on. Sorry I've not vlogged as much as I would have liked, but you know the situation. We you know, do when I can, and here's hoping a very merry, I should be saying, I nearly said a very Merry Christmas then. A very happy new year, very happy and peaceful new year to everybody, and I'll see you all again tomorrow when we're in 2018. So thank you all for supporting me this year. It has been difficult. I've not been able to post as many things as I'd like, and I've not been able to fulfill some of the challenges, but you know, real life gets in the way, and we've come out the other side, as you do, and here's hoping to a really lovely, prosperous 2018 for us all. So take care. Bye for now.